up? What's happening? How you doing? How's your week going so far? Welcome to another amazing edition of Unrated again on KAFTAN Television, where we imagine a beautiful world. Guys, it is Wednesday, and as you know already, is the WCW edition of the show, where we come out to celebrate that amazing woman and those amazing women around you. Guys, I'm super excited to be before your screen today. It is going to be electrifying in the studio, so don't touch it and don't go nowhere. I am your one and only Zady experience officially over that Clinton when it gets official. And you know I'm never here alone, but today, excitedly, permit me to use that word, I have the finest, the prettiest, the Yoruba Igbo girl, one and only.
You just have to introduce me, finish. You don't want me to do my thing, Abi.
Yeah.
Anyways, as Zadia said, I am Kimoya Music, your favorite Yoruba Igbo girl, Ayomiko Uchechi. And you know the vibes always right here on Unrated. It's back to back. We're going to give you some things that are electrifying. We have so many in stock for you guys, so you guys should go nowhere and stay with us, okay?
Yeah. You cannot blink, because if you blink, you'll miss a lot. Seriously, you miss a lot on the show today. It's going to be a nice time. We have a guest in the studio today.
Yes, we do.
Remember, I always tell you on this show that it's all about entertainment, information, and education. So I think this is one of those segments where we try to educate you, and we also try to aspire to acquire you.
You know, especially our Gen Z people now, we're giving you that that gist. You guys,
exactly. So we have a guest today, so you cannot miss the guest segment. Stay glued and connected till we hit you with that. Okay, guys, let's go take a short musical break to spice up the moment a bit, and when we come back, Unrated continues. Hello people, what's up? Welcome back to the show. Unrated is still the show on KAFTAN Television. If you're just tuning in, you're still with Zady Experience and Kimoya Music.
Yes.
In the studio. And right about now, it is time for us to give you a little bit about things that have happened in the world of entertainment on Monday and Tuesday, because it's Wednesday, you know, and also Wednesday because it's Wednesday night.
Yeah.
One thing, Kim, I want us to talk about is something that has been trending.
Yeah.
A song have been causing trouble on social media.
I know. I know now.
You should not. We'll go pay for it. We got that back. I feel like this has been causing trouble.
You know, like when I was listening to the song, I didn't really pay attention. I just listened to the song.
Yeah.
But when I heard people pointing out that particular part, I was like, guy, go back, go and listen to that song. Then I was like, if you know, so if you know, for who go pay for it, I say, yay! What do black? Wait till you don't do.
But that's the reality of things. As much as so many people are busy arguing right now, shouting, complaining, how do you see it? Because okay, one other girl made a video about it, calling out Ozumo Black, and Very Dark Man have jumped on this one. Very Dark Man has jumped on this one. Very Dark Man right now is, guys, if you're watching, Very Dark Man is on this one, and somehow he posted this thing and he started talking about the whole thing and the girl that called Ozumodo out. And since on, I think this thing happened during the weekend, since the weekend till today, Very Dark Man and this girl, I've forgotten her name, they have been on the back and forth.
Back and forth. I saw the video. Like very
replying and responding.
And people are tending to see Very Dark Man as a person that comes for like the females, like trying to put him into that feminine kind of stuff. Like, why is he always eating females? Like, why?
But the thing is, I don't see it from that angle. The problem is, I always have this idea. I used to say it. Women don't like the truth.
Okay.
Women are not built to take the truth.
So you're saying you support the fact that Odumodu Black?
Hold on. Women are not built to handle the truth, because a woman will come online and say, I'm a bad bitch. I have nothing to offer. It's just the pum pum. And tomorrow when you tell her you don't have anything to offer apart from sex, she will blow up. But you just said the same thing online yesterday. You see the reality of the thing. Now, these same people that are coming out to call Odumodu Black, why would he say that it's insulting? Are the same people that were shouting this song?
Then,
I
heard that part.
With
Cardi B song,
Cardi B said, broke guys
don't deserve no pussy. Yeah.
And they were bringing some videos. These are the same things they were shouting it. So how come? It's the same thing people are saying.
Okay.
That's the thing. Like, women don't like the truth. The double standard.
Yeah, there's actually a point they actually like.
The double standard for me. That man is saying, okay, that man made a video and he was like, why are you people complaining? This is exactly what you people have been saying. But because now a guy have come to say it another way, you're angry. Like, and that's what he has
he's
been
being real about it, like, straight up.
He was saying that's the truth. Check it out.
But
Kolani Bad came on national TV and said, the only thing I have to offer in a relationship is my sweet pum pum. And ladies were, go baby girl, go baby girl. Few days ago, there was someone to say, if you know, who go pay for the weekend hamburger, they are angry. What do you
will
want?
not blame, because in everything there are still some ladies that really work for their stuff and they understand.
True.
So when he actually put that out, some people found like it offensive. While the ones that know it, that yes, say that they do a hand, but then there's some ladies that would actually tell you that this is it. You don't say that to a woman. You don't disrespect women that really work hard for their own money.
But this is what I believe. I'm this person that believes if I see a message, I can either choose if it's for me or it's not for me.
Yeah, actually, if it's not for you, then just shut and
exactly.
don't have to put your mouth inside.
I can't be angry because you come online and say, these men have nothing to offer. But obviously, I know I have a lot of things to offer, so I will not put myself.
But you know that women that like to stand for women, they're feminists, women that don't like anybody bullshitting or shitting them. They will tell you straight up. You don't say that to a woman.
That's why I say women are easily triggered by the truth.
Yes, actually.
They are easily triggered by the truth. That's why, I mean, when I used to talk about this whole thing, about sometimes people will come for me. The whole idea of plus size model, it makes no meaning. Because if a man is fat, they will call him fat man.
Yeah.
Biggie. I was having a conversation with Augustin one time and we had this same thing. He went out to buy something and the lady was like, Biggie, they call you. And the next minute he called the lady Biggie and the lady is bigger than him and she was offended.
Whoa.
That is the truth. Women, you people don't like, I don't know they like hear the truth. The whole idea of plus size model is a scam. You are fat. Now they will hide it around one.
That is coming directly.
You're bold and beautiful. Shut up.
Zaddy, what is this? This banter is going too far.
You are not bold and beautiful. You're a fat lady. A fat man is a fat man. His friends will call him Biggie, fat guy. You don't do that with a lady.
We say she's plus size.
I just remember one bad. The guy was like, when your ass and boobs refuse to grow, you claim model.
Hey, I feel like that's the way we end it, because what?
I mean, that's where you're going to end it. It was like every single girl that her boobs and her butt refuse to grow, she say I'm a model.
I'm a model, hey. And the ones we get extra, I am plus size.
Yeah. Always hiding behind something.
What would the men do when you say a slim guy? You say he's broke because he doesn't have, he's not looking that.
You know, guys, we are the most realistic species. A guy, you can call your guy friend what he is, he will laugh about it. I mean, some of our nicknames are based on what we did. When I was in primary school, they used to call me Spanner because I was very small.
Spanner.
I met one of my primary school friends and she was the one that gave me that name and she called me. We laughed about it. Don't try that with a lady. She'd be like, you have carried this nonsense and come here again. And everywhere was just
actually, when I was in school, there was this art work they used to do and they call it amoeba. Amoeba has no shape, no size, and I was shapeless in school then, really flat. So they called me amoeba then. And I still remember it now, and look, it doesn't make me feel bad somehow because I'm grown already. Somehow, but I'm grown already at least. Come on, but if you look at that amoeba, you'd be like, come on, why would they call?
It was obviously something. I mean, I think that's why we should stop it today so we can have time to really
other
talk
things,
with our guests. Okay, guys, so it's time for us to go give you our e-news where we give you the official happenings in the world of entertainment. Don't go nowhere. When we come back, Unrated continues.
Hello guys, you're welcome to Entertainment News segment of Unrated, where we bring you latest news and happenings on entertainment scene. I am Ayomiko Olayunju. On today's news, a man presents proof that popularly known socialite Yemoli was slapped a few days after he was accused of slapping artist Lefro. You may remember that a few days prior, Lefroche, a musician, took to social media to scream about being smacked by Yemoli. Lefroche filed a countersuit after Yemoli had slapped him with a lawsuit for the claim. The nightlifer allegedly received a slap while attending an event. A man from Nigeria by the name Semilore posted the report along with pictures showing how red Yemoli's eyes were. The author stated, "Man believed there was no proof to prove you wrong. That slap where you give that boy, where you lie say you no give am." Moving on. Israel DMW Davido's assistant talks after a woman bluntly asked him to wed her following his unsuccessful marriage to Sheila Courage. In the video, the Instagram user @Ella_Ada_ professed her love to Israel and her willingness to overlook his flaws. She begged Israel to come carry her marry her, telling him that he didn't even need to pay the bride price. Speaking about his disintegrating marriage, the woman said that God's plan called for them to be together. She confessed her deep love for Israel DMW and promised to put his happiness first. Following this publication, the video gained a lot of attention from Instagram users and the writer Tunde Not. Israel DMW made a comment after watching the video. "I don't hear this lamba before," he wrote, dashing the woman's hopes. "Oh, Oga and me, we did not fall for this mugu again. Bless before." Next on the news. In response to rumors that she is 26-year-old, current Miss Universe Nigeria, Michelle Ieze, speaks out against the allegations that she's married to a 54-year-old billionaire who has 5 children with his late wife. According to rumors circulating on the internet, the beauty queen is getting married to Prince Nicholas Ukachukwu, a 54-year-old wealthy CEO of SNECOU Group Limited and a former APGA lawmaker from Nigeria. Michelle went on the internet to refute the claim that she is only 26 and 23-year-old. She responded by saying in Igbo in a post on social media that people shouldn't go back in time for her. After seeing 26 everywhere, "This is my face," she wrote, "Alagachi Nwanam Clock Azu." This speaks about family. The Nigerian musician has disclosed that she was raised in a polygamous household but received all of her love and attention at home. In an interview with the Zero Conditions podcast, Tenny talked about her upbringing in a polygamous home. She also talked about the reasons she would still rather grow up in a polygamous family in the future. Tenny said that her siblings had kept her safe and prevented her from being harmed, and she thanked her late father for keeping the peace in the family. The Malaika hitmaker acknowledged that while there is some intimacy, she still maintains a tight relationship with each of her 9 siblings. And that is all we have for you on our entertainment news today. Thanks a lot for watching. I remain Ayomiko Olayanju.
Okay guys, welcome back to the show. This is still Unrated, and that was our e-news from the news desk. I hope we've been able to do justice to keeping you informed about the happenings in the world of entertainment, because I mean that's one very important part of the show. We cannot just come here and talk and entertain you, and we don't keep you informed about things happening in the entertainment world. That one is for the news lovers. Okay guys, right about now it's time for us to go give you our Rate the Music, where we give you a latest Niger jam that's trending with a new video, and then we come back to rate it. What song do we have for them there?
Okay, so we have Odumodu Black featuring Black Sheriff, Water Seasoning. Yeah,
I think that's
giving that kind of like Woto.
How do you pronounce that like Aje?
Abiajebo now. You know if you blame me, Abiajebo.
It's Woto Seasoning.
Woto Seasoning.
Guys, you need to check this one out. It's a nice hardcore. You can imagine Odumodu Black
and Black Sheriff. Like I was even feeling like these both guys have this gangster
Black gangster vibes. Guys, let's check it out. And when we come back, we get to rate it. Okay guys, that was Woto Seasoning by Odumodu Black and Black Sheriff. I was just discussing why we were playing that song. Odumodu, I feel like if I meet Odumodu, we would relate because it's giving me that
PH vibe, right? Yeah.
Odumodu is someone I always used to say, if Odumodu should move to Port Harcourt, he will blend in very easily.
Yeah, especially his slangs that he uses.
He sounds like a PH word. He sings like a... Odumodu's song, why I could relate to it so much, it was like most of those songs we were hearing, most of our upcoming artists in PH then play. You know there's some artists that are like Ajebo Hustlers, they've blown up in PH a long time before Lagos, before they came to Lagos. Dandizi, if you listen to Dandizi, almost the same thing. Prince Emmanuel, the gospel artist. You know his pattern of gospel, hardcore raps in gospel. Sounds almost
and
like
it sounds almost like
that PH vibe.
Vibe is actually
100%.
there.
I can relate to him, and I love that boy's sound. So him and Black Sheriff on this one is a banger.
I'm telling you, when I saw the song, I was like, hey, these two guys and their gangster attitude, they will bring that feeling, that vibe inside of the music, and it was just it. Yeah.
I mean, we cannot forget Kweku from Black Sheriff.
I'm telling you. That song, yeah.
Anytime,
if you play this song for me,
you cannot get tired of it.
You can.
And I love the video, the way he did it. The video was mad. The video was bomb. Black Sheriff, we still love you all the way from Nigeria. And I like this collabo from Black Sheriff and Odumodu Black. What are you going to rate it?
So for me, I'm going to rate it 8/10.
Yeah, I'm also going to give it an 8. That's a nice word. It deserves that. It's 16 over 20. No bad song. No bad rating on unrated.
Exactly.
Okay, guys, that's how we feel about it. You might feel differently, different ratings on different platforms. But for unrated today, Woto seasoning is a 16 over a 20.
Over 20.
Nice one. Okay, officially it's time for us to go give you our comedy time out. You know, every Wednesdays we try to crack you up a bit with a little skit from one of our skit makers. Because these guys, someone said skit makers in Nigeria are the most united people.
Actually, like
They are the most united.
they can come together
For
to make
anything.
for anything. Like it's not more like they're the ones doing featuring. Like they're featuring themselves, and it goes like that, and it goes on and on. And you keep seeing new sets coming up, new set. They keep
and
supporting
they will support
themselves.
the new set and they will
Yes.
always, I don't know how they do it. But we celebrate you guys, and that's why we have this segment to also remind the viewers of our skip makers. On the comedy time out today, this one is from one of the Baba in skip
Baba
making
Nla.
himself, Daddy Wa himself, Fiki.
I'm telling you.
Ricky. Okay, guys, right about now, it's time for us to go give you our comedy time out. You know, we always take out this time to crack you up a bit because whether you like it or not, they are the most united, and we always try to bring this part to crack you up a bit for the show. This one is from Daddy Wa himself, and it's titled Daddy Wa Strikes Back at Otumba. Let's go take this one, and when we come back, our guest will be seated here for us to have a little chit chat with our guest. Don't go nowhere. Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. Unrated is still the show on KAFTAN TV. And guys, before we went to take that short skit from Daddy Wa himself, I told you guys we're going to be having a guest after that short break. Right about now, we have our guest in the studio. But before I introduce you to her, guys, remember, I'm one of those guys that is always holding up the fact that women still understand how to fend for themselves, how to be entrepreneurs, how to be productive. And our guest today is one of those women that's still standing out to be a productive woman in the society. Remember, I made a video and I said 80% today can be put in that bracket of Odumodu if you know or if you know who will pay for the wig and handbag.
At least we know that
she is in that 10%.
we know that we know that you know that not all women are
Exactly,
like that.
and that's why I have this guest today. She's in that 1%. I don't believe that she doesn't have to do anything for anybody to pay for her wig and handbag.
Yeah.
She's productive. She's an entrepreneur. She still believes in learning a skill to be productive for yourself and for the society. That's why I'm going to introduce one and only Nafisat Bello herself. What's up?
Thank you very much. Firstly, it's a great pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
My name is Bello Nafisat Asabe, and I'm the creative director of Taste a Bite by Asnabel. And I'm also an entrepreneur because I've done a lot of businesses.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, you see, when a woman with wisdom, a woman with
When she speaks,
sense,
you will know.
a woman with brain, let me say something in my dialect, Akonuchi.
Hey.
Talks, you will know. This is not the Shake Bomb Bomb. This is not an Instagram babe. This is not the Slay Queen. This is a woman with substance.
Yeah.
I'm even calling her a woman. Maybe I'm going too high. This is a Gen Z girl, if I'm not mistaken. With substance. Guys, I feel like we need more of this kind of ladies right now to balance out this society because bad don't they cover good. I think we need to bring more good to the society. So what's up? How are you doing?
I'm very
How
well,
is the journey
thank you.
here?
It wasn't tedious. It was smooth.
Yeah,
It was smooth because there was no traffic. It was so
Wow,
smooth.
in
and I
Lagos,
enjoyed it.
beautiful.
Exactly.
Okay. So Nafisa, we brought you here because we want to still inspire the Gen Z ladies. We feel like right now, our society today, ladies are beginning to lose the morals and lose the standards, the values.
Yeah.
I mean, a wise man said, this wise man I always watch, he was like, back then in the days of our parents, our fathers did less work to attract women that are valued more than the women of these days. Nowadays, men will do 5 times the work our fathers did to attract women that are 5 times lesser than what our mothers were.
And that's really sad.
That's the society we are in now.
Yeah.
We feel like women are losing values and men are upscaling in values because right now, as a man, society is pushing you need to work hard before you can attract a woman. When women are already telling you you're a broke man, who needs a broke man? But these women of these days, I feel like skill acquisition is dying out. Now it's all about nudity, OnlyFans,
selling themselves,
selling your nudity. They call it body positivity. So I want to ask, for those few women like you that still remain in that still believes in entrepreneurship, that still believe in upholding yourself, still acting right, not doing the whole Instagram thing that's trending. How have you been able to hold on to this your standard?
I must say it's not been very easy because the competition out there is way too much. And I tell myself it's discipline. I tell myself and other ladies that it is discipline. Self-discipline and self-motivation will take you to where you are. The generation we find ourselves today, we must be self-productive. And that is the reason why I try as much as I can. If my business is not working, I try a new business. You know, it's not like, it doesn't have to be perfect all the time. It doesn't have to work out all the time. You keep on trying until you get there. But you know, majority of the ladies we have today, my generation, has really made it difficult for themselves because they want to live above their means. They don't want to live within their means. Do you understand? So by the time we inspire ourselves, by the time we tell ourselves that we can do this, we will do it and we will achieve good results.
I think patience have been lost in our society. The problem is nobody wants to take the step at
and you know, some people have a particular lifestyle they want to keep up with. So for them to keep up with that lifestyle, they have to make
lifestyle. Where did they see this lifestyle? Online, social media.
It's from influence on social media now. They feel like that's how a lady, that's how we should be. If you're not successful, you're not like that.
So what inspired you to become a full-time entrepreneur?
Oh, it's a very long story, but then I have to cut it short. I started business way back in secondary school. I started selling chin-chin, small chips, like my dad is going to season it. I'm from Kogi State.
Why are you not from Igbo?
At least you know the business mentality.
Mentality.
So I started my business way back from secondary school. I used to sell Tasty Time. I buy this Eve and I prepare it and put it in the freezer. When it is blocked, I sneak it in my bag because my dad was never in support of my business. So from there, you know, then I didn't really understand the concept of business. I was always like, okay, let me just sell something and get money. Whether I was making profit or I wasn't, didn't really matter then. All I wanted to do was sell. Exactly, just sell something. So I started that. All of a sudden, my dad went to my school and told them not to allow me sell.
It got to that extent.
Exactly. So I stopped selling. When I finished my SSCE, I didn't gain admission immediately. So I learned how to make shoes. I started there. Then I furthered. Yes, exactly.
You've actually gone like.
So I furthered into bead making. My dad was like, "Cobbler, what do you want to do that? Look, as in go for something more corporate." I said, "Okay, fine. Let me go for bead making." So I did bead making and wire works. Then I furthered to catering. Though I did not complete my catering school because I gained admission then. So when I got to school, I've always been like, I cannot just stay. I studied microbiology.
The fact you actually studied microbiology and you have interest in like entrepreneurship, that's beautiful. And you're not even stopping. In fact, she's not stopping at
now,
it. She
I feel
keeps
like
going.
Beauty, business, and brain.
I'm telling you. Like, for
like
real.
You see all those guys that are shouting, I have no wife material. I brought one on the show. Wife material. 50 yards.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but your story is really impressive. How many skills do you know how to do?
I can make hair. I can make slippers. I can make bead. I can customize. I can bake. I learned that after my program. And now at the moment I'm in a catering school.
Like you're making it big, you want to add everything together. Now this is that point where I have to ask this question. Which man can now tell you if you know who will pay for the wig and handbag.
If you pay for
Who can tell you that? Because I feel like you can never be stranded no matter where you find yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You just need a little capital to start up something. The knowledge. Someone once said that one of my mentors I usually watch. He said, right now, anywhere you take him, he can survive because of the knowledge he has.
Yeah.
That's why when I see young people today trying to fly through the whole process of growing, you end up being rich without substance to hold you there. That is why you see a rich man, he will go bankrupt today. Give him the next 5 years, he will become a billionaire again. It's not because of the money, it's the knowledge he has acquired through the process of getting to that money. That's why you see some people, they go broke and they die out. Why some people go broke? Someone like Otedola and some of these people, even if they go bankrupt today, I feel like give them 5 years, they'll come back to the top. Because they
have that knowledge.
Elumelu, the same thing, through years of knowledge. But based on most of these boys that just pick and do whatever they do, that's why they go broke in no time. And no knowledge to build back up. And that's one serious thing that society is losing today. Everybody is just running after money. But not just ladies, both guys and girls.
Yeah.
I feel like we are pressuring ourselves.
Exactly.
The ladies are pressuring the guys.
The guys are pressuring them. Everyone is under pressure.
Exactly. It's even as funny as parents are also pressurizing kids. Because whether you like it or not, most of the girls, I used to say, that are doing whatever they're doing, so they are pressurized by their parents. Look at your mates, look at that girl, look at this. The guys, the same thing, they'll tell you, look at your mates.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's one mistake we actually make. Let's not despise the days of those little beginnings, of learning those skills. One thing people always fight that man, but one thing I always agree with what he's saying is, learn a skill.
Yeah.
Ladies are angry with him, he's always dragging ladies. One of the things he will always say is, learn a skill
as a lady.
Because whether you like it or not, if you have something doing and you're not greedy, you will not fall into the hands of what these small boys are doing.
You're right.
Because whether you like it or not, I always have this idea that women make it in business and this thing are supposed to make it that men. You know why? Women get the leverage that guys don't get. There are offices you can enter as a woman, I cannot enter. That's why I say keep some women as friends. Don't just be looking out for going down with any girl you see. You want to knack, you want to keep some as friends because some of the connection we all get. No jokes. I have female friends, so I know. You see this girl talk about this guy, and this guy is somebody you cannot even pass the same door with him. How did you know this person? That is the female privilege. Guys have their own privilege, girls have their own. And that's why if you go to clubs today, ladies don't pay to enter clubs. As a guy, you pay gate fee. That's the female privilege. I like the fact that you are upscaling yourself and learning new skills and trying to gather as much knowledge. I tell you today, 5 years from now, I see you in big places.
Amen.
I see you in big places, 100%. So how has the experience so far in pastry been?
Experience in business generally has not been easy. Like I said, it's very okay to fail. It's very okay for your business not to work out. But what is not okay is when you give up. Is when you give up on your dreams. Okay. So the entrepreneurial world has not been easy because there are a lot of competitors out there. So it's just about carving a niche for yourself. Yeah. Do something unique that when people see you, they identify you with that
particular thing.
Exactly, with that particular thing that you have created for yourself. Like my brand now, I always try as much as I can to deliver the best for my customers. And when I tell them my price, they tell me, oh, you're too expensive. I tell them, believe me, I'm going to give you the best. True. So it's about upgrading yourself. Like you said, acquiring more knowledge is very important. It will help you in every sphere of life, not just in the entrepreneurial world. Everywhere you find yourself, in everything you do, you need to always acquire knowledge.
More knowledge.
Exactly.
Unlearn and relearn.
Unlearn, relearn. You have to do that every time. It's not, and you don't expect that when you start a business that you start making money.
Very important. That's what we say. People think everything is about money. Not just in business, everything you do, don't put money in front.
Don't put money first. Be focused on delivering the best. And believe me, as long as you have a goal, you set a goal for yourself and you work towards that goal. You don't just say, oh, because a social media influencer is coming out to tell you that, if you invest in this business, I got my car within 2 months, I got my house. Like, you understand?
Quick money.
It's very sad for people that actually believe that most of them get their money like that.
A lot of us has been brainwashed.
Thank you, that's the word.
We believe that if I sell this statue here, I can raise millions. But it doesn't work like it's a process.
Yes.
It's like a step. As you are going, you are getting there. As you are climbing the stairs, you are getting
You need
there.
patience.
You don't have to be in a rush for anything. As long as you keep on doing the right thing and always deliver the best, because referrals has a long way to go. Most of the jobs I got them from referrals.
Yes.
Be kind to your customers. Don't be rude. Be patient. You see, one of the things we lack is patience. Like, you have to be very, very patient as an entrepreneur. Even as a person, you have to be very, very patient. You don't have to rush, and be modest in everything you're doing.
You know, one thing I feel people lose out on, I feel like, is just like you said, patience.
Yeah.
And also, when it comes to what's the word I'm going to use, building a brand name, like building trusted name. One example I will give is somebody like what's his name, the African richest man, Dangote.
Yeah.
Most of Dangote's business, people think it's from his money. It's not from his money. It's from the name he has created. So people put in their money to Dangote because they know the name he has created. And that's one thing people lack when it comes to business. It's not all about your money and what you get. Sometimes create a trustworthy business that will make people trust you. And even when you don't have the money to fund a business, Dangote can work. I mean, he took a loan from the World Bank. Only trust can give you that loan.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Most of us, we don't concentrate in building a trusted brand. We concentrate in making money from a brand. We concentrate in building the richest brand and the most trusted brand.
Brands,
Sometimes trust is more money than money.
Exactly.
And that's one mistake people make. Sometimes trust is more money than money, because trust is the only reason why Dangote can walk to any bank and take a loan. And you, as a very rich businessman, you cannot really do it. They will believe Dangote to you because of trust.
Trust.
Yeah, that's one mistake people make. And as a lady, how do you combine being an entrepreneur with? Do you have, like, there's this thing that always happens. I feel like it's in every industry, something that women fight with a lot when it comes to people trying to sexualize you. As a lady, how do you combine business with people trying to sexualize you? Do you have that instance where people will be like, can you do more than business? Because whether you like it or not, nowadays there's this thing that is trending. Most of these people that you see that call themselves social media vendors, they do something behind.
Yes, actually.
Home delivery. How do you combine this whole thing together?
Thank you very much for that question. It's not easy, and I can say that I've not experienced that in business because of the way I place myself.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm talking to my customers, whenever I'm dealing with my customers, I always try to maintain that customer to customer relationship. I don't always try to go off the line. And I'm always modest in everything I do. And I always tell ladies, you don't have to cover up like me, but be modest. Be modest in everything you're doing. I've not experienced that, to be very honest. I've not experienced anyone, maybe outside the business, yes, it's very normal, I'm a lady, but in business, I have not experienced anyone trying to sexualize me.
That's actually very nice. That's actually very nice. Kim, do
Yeah.
you also, Kim, I feel like I should ask you this one. Do you feel like most women that are really vendors online are vendors?
Actually, most of them, they know what they're doing in the background. Especially anything has to involve social media, anything has to involve entertainment, anything has to involve all those kind of, mostly all these things actually happen. Like, and they will just come online and they will give you a picture they want you to see. But we know what's going on behind.
Because someone also told me that most of the hookup girls now are hiding behind online vendors, home delivery.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Different kind of things. Some of them food, some of them clothes, some of them different things. And they would like to sell things that men like. And then the clothes is 5K. and total package is 50.
Because I used to be like, why people post these things? Why do they do businesses like this? People buy these things and you see them post shoes, post clothes, post this, like the market is selling. Oh, I used to see selling.
Until you really enter the business, you realize that you post
And
for
then
1
they are the
month
ones
and
that
nobody
they are the
has-
ones that actually real about it, and you see
Yeah,
them
they are
do it. I have a
real.
friend actually that she sells T-tops and does all the designs. She writes names and all of
Yeah.
that, and her business is going. But the ones that used to sell all this branded,
See,
that.
I'm not disputing the fact that people are not doing legit business. I know that people are doing legit business, but I also believe that so many people are also hiding under legit business because
Yeah.
most of them, their businesses are not businessing.
Yeah. Just
Exactly.
like some guys actually. For instance,
True.
now Ijiba will tell you that he's into this, but
Exactly,
you really know what he's
crypto,
doing.
crypto
Bitcoin.
launch. I
You
don't
get,
think-
thank
me
you.
and
They
know
say
that
they're
you're not doing any
trading.
crypto.
They
Me and you know that you're not trading anything. You're not.
So it's actually both ways. It happens.
Yeah, it's both
happens,
ways. It
yeah.
happens every single time. I think finally, since the both of you are ladies, I'm going to leave this one to you.
Okay.
What are you? But you first. What's your advice to this Gen Z ladies? And we keep talking about Gen Z. Generation Alpha is going to be worse than Gen Z.
Yeah.
But what's your advice to these Gen Z ladies that are still into all this social media lifestyle? Everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody wants to be a bad bitch. Everybody wants to be something that's related to social media. Forgetting that you can also do your business and influence it on social media. What's your advice to them?
Firstly, believe social media at your own rate.
Thank you. That's the word.
Exactly. Believe social media at your own rate.
Yeah.
The thing is that we have forgotten our roots. We have forgotten where we come from. We have forgotten our heritage.
Yeah.
And the only way that we can bring this back is by going back to where we come from.
Yeah.
We don't have to be like anyone. You have to be unique. You don't have to imitate anybody. The way I will make it is different from the way you make
going
it.
to
Like you
make
said,
it.
some people are doing businesses online, while some people are doing some other thing.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I might start my business and flourish, while the other person might start and it will not
yeah.
work.
And you might fail 5 to 10 times.
Exactly.
And
It's
I
not.
feel one thing I've actually learned from her is even though one business didn't actually like,
Yeah.
she still made sure that she didn't stop at it and she kept going
True.
and going, and it doesn't matter how much you actually learn. It's a skill.
Exactly.
It's something. It's already part of you. Anything can come up and you might need something. And someone might say, okay, I need this particular design of shoe, and you'll be like, I've learned this before. I can actually do it, and you do it, and that is to you. It's a gain for yourself.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's actually a beautiful thing to keep on going and
To
learning.
keep on going, you
more.
don't have to stop.
You don't have to stop.
Yeah.
And it also helps you learn. I mean, I don't want to mention brand name here, but there's a brand, one of our popular gadget brand that started out as a tissue paper brand.
No.
And he tried about a couple of businesses, it didn't work, and he ended up in phone. And today is one of the biggest phone brands. So it doesn't have to be what you started with. Just keep doing what
Just
you're
keep going.
Like I always keep saying, consistency is key to break any algorithm. Don't just start today and
Just
after
start
1 week,
today.
you know work, you stop. Try again and keep trying. And one day, today's show is just an inspiration to these young girls who still have here. Please don't rely on social media. Don't rely on any brother to
Say I will change your life.
uh,
You do this, you do that.
they will now give you hand back. Please.
Because when a lady starts losing value, you can just take anything. You can accept anything because you
exactly.
feel like
When
that
you
is
don't know
what
your
works.
worth.
When you don't know
Yeah.
your worth, you feel
Yeah.
like that's what works, and you can easily just let a man treat you. And then when they start doing things that you're like, you are surprised. Don't be surprised because that is what you show them that this I can
Yes,
handle it, but you
yes.
cannot handle it. Ladies are very soft.
True.
Exactly.
And we are
And
very,
especially,
very
especially
soft.
now
yeah.
you're in your early 20s and your teens.
Yeah,
That's when
so
you should
it's
be
the time to you have the
Productive.
energy. You
A
have
wise
it.
man once said, use your 20s. In your 20s, learn everything. Try out everything.
Exactly.
Pick out something you're really passionate and good at. In your 30s, put all your effort in it. And in your
that
40s, you
particular
should be
thing.
resting.
Yeah.
So guys, Gen Zs, that's what you should be doing right now. Try out everything and pick out
and for the
something
alphas
you're
to
really
come
good
in.
on and hold on to
Yes.
it. Okay, it was a nice time with you, Nafisat.
Thank
I
you
had
very much.
a nice time with you in the studio. Nice inspiration.
you.
Same here.
Nice
It
talking
was.
to
I
you.
really
Nobody
learned
has
something from
come
you
like
today.
this again.
Thank you.
And so much wisdom. Like I said, beauty with brains. One more time in the show. Thank you very much for coming. It was
You're
a nice time
welcome.
with you. Okay, guys, let's go on a short break. And when we come back, Unrated continues. Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. It is still Unrated on KAFTAN Television. I mean, that was an awesome time with our guest in the studio. I mean, I had a nice time with her. I love listening to ladies that still have substance up here and in their heart. I mean, right now in a society that is full of 90% of sleep queens.
Gen Z baddies.
When you see Gen Z baddies, when you see ladies that still have substance and still know their worth, you have to celebrate them and appreciate them. So it will inspire those people that are still positive and still in line with what they are doing. It was a nice time with her. I'm sure you guys learned one or two things and got inspired from her. She's a young Gen Z lady like you, an ordinary lady like you, doing her thing and still being positive about everything she does. Okay, guys, it is time for us to go give you our UN celebration for today as we are rounding off the show for today. On the UN celebration, today is the 7th of December. 7th of December. Oh, sorry. There's no UN celebration today. I just got a confirmation. It is actually tomorrow. So no UN celebration today. But tomorrow, Thursday, the 7th of December, there's a UN celebration. And you know how we do it already? When there's no one today and there's one tomorrow, we'll give you that one so you can do it for the next day. So today is the International Civil Aviation Day. International Civil Aviation Day 2023. 100%. And I'm sure you know what aviation means. Air transport and everything related to air. Those of you that don't know, there's a thing like this today. I think sometime last year I went for one Nigerian aviation program. That was by this time last year. Yeah, so today is tomorrow rather. So they said International Aviation Day is annually observed December 7th to raise awareness of the importance of international civil aviation and the role that the International Civil Aviation Organization ICAO plays in international air transport. 100%. The organization is a UN national body responsible for developing international standards for aviation safety. So everything that concerns aviation safety, aviation fuel, aviation diesel, everything related to aviation and the safety and the movement, it is a day to celebrate those guys that are the heads holding these things together and influencing the whole aviation industry. We celebrate you guys because, I mean, imagine we are having plane crash every day.
Like, for real.
I mean,
they're really doing a top work.
You might survive. Air. The chances of surviving is this slim.
Tiny bit.
So they have to be extra careful, extra conscious. They have to. I mean, when I read about the whole process of air, the way they service the whole plane, the process, it is
and they have to be very careful because one mistake,
one small knot that it did not tie to it, we will learn on our backs. We'll grow it. You'll confess your sins.
They're doing a really great work. Actually.
So we celebrate you guys because tomorrow is all about you. We celebrate you guys and we'll push awareness for aviation safety and everything relating to aviation. That's all I have for you on the UN celebration.
Yeah.
It is time for us to go give you a Woman Crush Wednesday because that's the climax of the show today. That's where we call it off today because Wednesday is about a Woman Crush Wednesday. That's why we have a WCW for you today. And I will leave that to a woman today. Let me not do it and they say I'm taking the shine from women.
I didn't actually say that. You know I didn't say that.
That's how you sound.
Okay, so let's go straight. Our WCW today is Judith Kanayo. I love this lady.
I never knew her name was Kanayo.
I'm serious. When I saw Kanayo, because I know I was Judy K, I was like, Kanayo, this thing. But I was like, then they let me read up on her very well. Then let me see if there's any connection. Judy K is a popularly known Nigerian gospel minister and worshipper signed under the Easy Concept gospel music record label. She's popularly known for her gospel single, More Than Gold. Yeah. And which she featured minister Mercy Chinwo Blessed. From the Igbo Eastern extraction of Nigeria, Judy K was born on the 26th of October to the Kanayo family as the first child in a family of 4 children. She hails from a local government area in Asaba. Yeah, Osimili. Yeah, I didn't want to pronounce that. Osimili. All right, thank you. Her stage name Judy K is shortened from her real name Judith Ifeyinwa Kanayo. She's a graduate of theater arts and film studies from the Redeemers University, Ede, at Ede, Osun State. During her NYSC, Minister Judy K served at Imoru Ose local government of Ondo State, where she was the CLO.
CLO?
Yeah.
It brought back my NYC days.
I'm telling you. So, and she's happily married to Art Rob, who is also a deep worshipper of God, Pastor Ike and Selem Okpara. The lovely couple tied the knot in a traditional marriage ceremony on August 15, 2020, which was held at her hometown in Osimili local government area of Delta State.
Osimili means river.
It's a river in
That's
Delta.
the meaning, river, but
River,
it's actually
okay.
a place in Delta State, 100%.
Wow.
I
Beautiful.
mean, Judy K, we celebrate you because, guys, this is another woman with substance, whether you like it or
I'm
not.
telling you,
Whether you
like
it
for
or not,
real.
this is another woman with
For
substance.
real.
And I mean, I like the fact that today's program is all about inspiring women.
Exactly.
come back
That
to
is why
decency.
we are here at WCW.
To come back to decency and not just all about Gen Z baddies.
Yes. So that there's still
Slay
women
queen
out there that are
and,
doing it and are still getting that. See, people think it's because, okay, success and all of that, but then it's more about the impact. It's more
Yeah,
about the
guys, I
impact.
always tell you after a woman crush, the reason for the woman crush is not to show you a beautiful or a successful or a rich woman, but to tell you that they are ordinary people from normal places like you and I. They just got to where they are through hard work, dedication, and consistency. So keep doing what you're doing and keep grinding, be consistent, and one day you might be the next Judy K celebrated anywhere in the world. I mean, I think this is a nice note to end the show for today.
Exactly.
It was a nice time. What was your best segment of the show?
My best segment was when we had our guest.
Yeah,
actually.
exactly. It was
It
a
was
nice
like-
time listening to her.
Exactly. So much I actually picked from her. Yes.
Okay, guys,
So
it's
much.
time for us to let you go. It is time for Zady to close the curtain on you, but you know I have to perspire to acquire you a bit. So I'm going to tell you, it is just Wednesday. We still have Thursday and Friday to grind so you can rest for the weekend. So be productive, be positive, and be consistent. But at the end of the day, wherever you find yourself, please drink water and mind your business.
Yes. And it's very simple for me. I will tell you that you do your best. Leave the rest to God. But then be consistent. And also from today, we learned so much. So the impact, the value should still be intact.
Yeah.
Do not lose that. Do not lose your words as a lady, as a guy too. Pressure till whilst everybody. Let's be on the level. Let's be on that level.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, guys, thanks for watching the show today. Stay glued and connected to your screen till we hit you on Friday for the music countdown. I'm Zady Experience officially open that Clinton when it gets official.
And I'm Kimoya Music on social media, and you can call me your favorite Yoruba Igbo girl, Ayomikun Uchechi.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Stay wicked.